Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and welcome to episode 12 of the Wireless Weekly Recap. Got lots to cover, so let's get started. As you can see, Sprint SoftBank reportedly start informal talks with Deutsche Telekom about T-Mobile merger. Now, this has been reported by different articles, so it looks like the talks have officially started. They're just relaxed, friendly conversations, probably on the conference call, just talking about, what could possibly happen, what type of deal they would like to have. And I've read, I've read all your guys' comments, and I just want to say from my end, I feel like T-Mobile has the upper hand in this. So Deutsche Telekom is going to be very, very picky about the deal. And I just don't know if SoftBank is going to be able to put forward a deal to Deutsche Telekom that they will like. I think a deal, but if they want to merge, I think it would have to be a deal where SoftBank literally absorbs maybe 70 to 80% of Sprint's debt, and then they give majority stake to Deutsche Telekom. I think that would have to be, in the deal. I just don't think that Deutsche Telekom is going to merge Sprint with T-Mobile with the type of debt that Sprint has currently. I just don't see that happening at all. If you guys remember, a few months back, I reported a video that SoftBank is actually willing to give up all of their shares in Sprint to Deutsche Telekom to make a deal happen. I think if worse comes to worse, I think they are going to put that type of deal up if they really want to, get rid of Sprint. But I do think they do see more value in their higher band spectrum, that they would like to still have some majority stake in that company, whatever they're going to call it, when they reach a deal. So, but these are just friendly talks. There haven't been no banks involved, trying to reach a deal. So, but, in the next coming weeks, this is going to heat up. A lot of new articles are going to come out because this has been talked about for quite some time. So definitely stay tuned to the channel. I will be reporting back to you guys. And I also want to hear from you guys. Do you think now, with a Trump administration, the new FCC team, do you think now would be, they would have the biggest chance of merging if they reached a deal? I know in 2014, they wanted to put forth a deal, but it got blocked by the administration, Obama's administration. But now it's a whole different ball game. So I want to hear from you guys and your opinions. So definitely just wanted to start the episode off with this. So next, I have a speed test from Mims, Florida with T-Mobile. Really good to see. I heard T-Mobile is really strong in Florida. They're starting to grab a lot of market share. They still don't have a lot of presence as far as stores where they have coverage, but T-Mobile is trying to fix that as well. And that's another thing a lot of people are questioning. Well, if these guys are trying to reach a merger, why are they still opening stores and all that? I think for now, business remains the same as normal. I don't think nobody's going to slow anything down currently, because that would mean a setback. If they just stop everything and the merger is never reached, then it's just a setback to their businesses. So I think business resumes as normal. So next, here's a speed test. There wasn't a location left, but I think it's probably around the Chicago area on Verizon. As you can see, 158 on the download and 42 on the upload. Now Verizon here in El Paso, and I will report back about this on the next episode. They are starting to have massive densification here. There's about a tower going up every 3 to 4 days, a brand new tower, not no co-location. It's a brand new Verizon tower. They just put up 2 new roof mounts, 500 feet apart from each other. I mean, they're getting very, very dense in El Paso, but speeds are still below what we would like to see based on the fact that they are densifying. So that lets me know, and I've talked to different people on tech blogs, that lets me know that Spectrum is king. No matter how much you densify, you're going to need spectrum to boost capacity. So in this market in Chicago, they have added probably, band 2 PCS spectrum. Here in El Paso, we are a CLR market. So they have 50 megahertz of band 5, which is quite a bit. So they can add that as well. They can add 10 by 10 slice, 15 by 15, whatever they choose to do. We do have band 4, not a full 20 slice, but we have 15 by 15 megahertz. And we have band 13 at 10 by 10. And we also have band 66 as well. So Verizon has to start adding the capacity here to get the higher speeds. But for right now, consistently, I'm seeing T-Mobile to be much faster than Verizon. So lots of work still left for Verizon as well. Next, this is out of Phillipsburg, New Jersey. This was in the movie theater on Sprint with I believe this one was on the Galaxy S8. This person has reported that HPUE is working for him. He never received signals of band 41 where he's at now. It would drop to band 25, but it's remaining on band 41. And as you can see, download 53, upload 11, ping 33. So that is also really good to see that these reports are coming in. This is in San Diego, California on At&T. Download 99.81 and the upload is at 19.54. As you've seen earlier on my video, AT&T has now, according to that study, AT&T has moved into second place on the speed testing, speed average on downloads. And I think as we go further, AT&T is going to become a much bigger competition just based on the fact that they have the spectrum, more spectrum than Verizon and T-Mobile. And they're closing in on Sprint with the other little purchases that they're making. They did lose the bidding war to Verizon on the straight path spectrum. And I'll make another video about that. But AT&T is pretty decent on spectrum, and once they start densifying and adding more spectrum on those towers, their network is going to be very solid as well. Next, I have a speed test at a basement in a hospital. Looks like that Verizon was working the best there. If I remember correctly, Sprint was like 1 bar 3G. T-Mobile was 1 bar of band 12 and AT&T was HPA plus, and Verizon had 2 or 3 bars of LTE and performed the best. So as you can see, 17 and 8 on the upload, very usable in the basement of a hospital. That's really, really good. So lots of good reports from Verizon. Next, I have some speed tests out of Vista Chula, California on T-Mobile. So as you can see, nothing too crazy, but looks to be consistent. 37, 39, 34, 33, 20, all very usable speeds, and the ping times are fairly low. So shouldn't have any issues on T-Mobile there. So definitely good to see. Next, this is a speed test out of Dallas. This one was unique when I read it. The person said that he wasn't able to get more than 30 megabits on the Galaxy S7. Now with the Galaxy S8 in that same area, he's pulling these speeds. So he sees a big difference. Ping is 18, that's, very low. Download 157 and 33 on the upload. So that, with the earlier video, as you saw, the iPhone ended up being faster than the Galaxy S8. I think there is still some software updates that need to be made to the phone to fully enable to aggregate all 3 technologies. There's still a lot of issues that are being reported. I myself have experienced the same, to where the carrier aggregation is not properly working on the S8. I'll be in an area that I know has all 3 bands, but I only connect to band 12. It's almost like the phone is forcing itself onto that band. So I don't know what's going on to that. I'm going to reach out to Neville Ray and see what he has to say about that. But for now, that phone is still a little iffy. And I thought at first it was my unit, but then I started seeing other people report it. So I'm going to wait a little bit on that. So definitely next. This is a speed test out of New York. I forgot the city. This is on Sprint's band 26. So that's refreshing to see these type of speeds on band 26. Give me 1 second. Forgot what city this was. Oh, second. Burnt Hills, New York. That's where it was at. Band 26, Burnt Hill, New York. I believe if I remember the reading, usually don't see Band 26 up there, mostly Band 25. But he said he spotted Band 26, and these were the speeds on it. So definitely really good to see that. And this is at the Mall of America on Verizon, 130, 183, 35 on the upload. I can almost guarantee you there's a DAS antenna inside that mall, especially since it's so big. And Verizon is probably the fastest carrier in that mall with a DAS. That's like putting a Wi-Fi antenna inside the mall. So I'm sure throughout that entire mall, speeds are going to be great. So yeah, this will be the last one. So definitely, I appreciate all the support. I skipped the episode last week. Got really busy, had to stay at work late. But we picked it up again this week. Next week we'll have another one. I'm going to be very intensively looking at, different articles and, this week coming up and then the following week after that. I mean, these rumor talks about the merger are going to be crazy. I mean, everyone's going to be on it reporting and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to gather information little by little and break it down to you guys. So just stay tuned for more videos coming this week. Got lots of stuff to report from Puerto Rico as well. There's a merger happening there, and between Sprint and Open Mobile. So like I said, right now all carriers are going to resume business as normal. These talks are just, friendly talks behind closed doors. I mean, nobody's really going to know what they're saying behind closed doors, but if you just, stop moving and everything and the merger ends up not happening, you're going to have a setback. So definitely look forward to hearing these weeks and see what these guys report. So definitely stay tuned to the channel. Much appreciated. Give these videos a thumbs up. It keeps me motivated, keeps me going. Like, share, and subscribe. This is Tyrone with Tech Life, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.